It's the daily go get mism show. You think it won't when it will? I suggest that we are chill. We gonna talk about some things this morning, and it's gonna be all right. Let's get this thing right. It's the daily go get mism show. You thought it wasn't gonna happen, but it is right now. We gonna make it slap. It's gonna be all right because we are gonna make it all right. Yes, we will now. And this morning, on this beautiful Saturday morning, a little crisp autumn day, you know what I'm saying? And it's the Daily Go Get a Business Show, and we are talking about I'ma use you to get to them. I'ma use you to get to them. We got a lot to talk about as far as this topic is concerned because it has a lot of twists and turns to it. We got a lot to talk about as far as this topic is concerned because there's a lot to it. Now, when we say that I'ma go through you or I'ma use you to get to them, you could be talking about a variety of things. You could be saying, I'm going to become your friend so you can introduce me to some other friends. Are you down with the shit? Or you could be saying, I'm going to become your friend because they don't like you and they don't like me, so we gonna make them mad at the same time. See? Well, if you're not the type to get inside of those, if you're not the type to feed into those types of petty things, what's gonna make it a little bit tough for you to accept this type of behavior. But we gonna see about it. What are we gonna do about it? Yeah. A lot of things are not going right this morning, but it's going to be all right. You know that I always make it all right in my mind. It can't always be all right, but we can try to make it all right. Right now, it starts. Yeah, this is some bullshit. So as I'm sharing the show, I see that they don't have the picture on the thing. So when you share a show and it doesn't even have the title of the show, no picture, no title, or anything like that, people gonna look at it and be like, well, it's just a YouTube video. I don't know what this video is about. And are they gonna read that whole description? Okay, I see what we doing. Those are the kind of things that we're doing now. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try this. I am going to try something a little different. Instead of putting in the link, I'm going to just put in the link to the channel instead of the show and see what happens. Let me see. And I'm sorry I'm late, but it was unpreventable. If I could tell y'all exactly what happened, I would, but I can't, so I'm not. But y'all can speculate, and if you hit me up in the inbox, then I'll put you on. Other than that, I'm not saying a word about it. But it's all right, though. Everything is going to be all right, though, except for I have to, take care of this little administrative detail right here, which I don't think is very professional. It ain't even professional. Hey. It's a necessary evil. Because you got to promote, man. Now, how'd that go? That didn't. Oh, so it's not. Oh, so it's not. It's not the link itself. It's YouTube must be acting funny, or Facebook is acting funny because it's not allowing. All right. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. I'm sorry about this delay, y'all. This is the Daily Go Get a Mism Show, and we are talking about. Okay. And we are talking about I'm gonna go through you. No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna use you to get to them. I'm gonna use you to get to them. Everything is weird this morning. What's going on? Emily Dunlap in the house. I said to Emily and T. Carey Wright. What's going on? Glad to see you all up in my sights. And Robin Ming just came through doing the thing. What's up, y'all? All right, let's get it popping. Urban Therapy with Sun 752 with your daily. The daily go get a business show. We do this every single day. Every day it rains. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the rrrr. And if you can't say Omar with the rrrr, well, then you just say Omar with the R. The daily go get a business show all up in your area. And I'm glad to be here on this Saturday. It's the 3rd of the month. And a lot of people get the SSI check today. So make sure that if somebody owe you money and they getting the check, make sure you go see them today. Because they may not have gotten them on the 1st, but they're going to get that shit by the 3rd, baby. So today on the Daily Go Get 'Emism show, we are talking about I'm going to use you to get to them. I'm going to use you to get to them. Now, we talk about people using each other all the time, you know, in some ways, in some form, fashion, whatever. You're going to have someone utilize your services in order to achieve some type of end that they desire. Is that okay with you? Because it may be okay with some people and it may not be okay with other people, depending on what it is. If you know that if people know that you hold the key to opportunities for them, you may be used to people coming to you all the time because they know that you're the rainmaker. They know that you're the person who can make things happen. They know that you're the person who can talk to somebody because you have influence and you can make things happen for them. You can get them in the high places but what about when it's not a situation where you have been put or recognized as a leader? So people try to become your friend in order to become friends with somebody else. Is that okay with you? Friends help each other all the time, right? Friends help friends all the time, right? What are friends for? What are friends for? That's what they say all the time, right? That's what we say. That's what they say. That's what we've been taught to understand. I mean, it can be a form of networking. It can be a form of networking, right? All right. So let's get into it, right? Let's get all the way into it. Is it okay if somebody becomes a friend with you in order to become friends with somebody else? Let's go through a plethora of examples because I have a good many in this situation or for this topic. What's going on? Shirley Show, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Shirley Show, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. What's going on, Ma? And the beauty I cannot see, Cherry. What's going on? The beauty I cannot see, Cherry. It's Cinderella, Dana Dane. Well, it's the woman Dana Dane with fame. All right. So let's say you have a beautiful sister or you have a handsome brother. And so somebody who likes them, who has their eyes on them, tries to become friends with you so they can get to them. Maybe they are too shy, too afraid, too insecure to step to them on their own, or they have stepped to them on their own. They shot, but they didn't shoot it. They didn't shoot it good. You know, they shot it, pew, 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 but they didn't. Bow, 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 bow. They didn't do that. So they decided, well, if they can become friends with you, then they can be in the presence of them, and then maybe they'll start to like them or whatever, and you know, it'll be a good look. They are actually getting two friends for the price of one. So they hanging out with you. They may be buying you stuff. They may be helping you with things. Maybe they're a classmate of yours back in the day and they helped you with your homework or whatever. Maybe you were struggling. They acted like a real friend, but they were acting like real friends to you so they could become a girlfriend or a boyfriend to your brother or your sister. It's actually a pretty decent strategy. But is it fair to you? Are you okay with that? Would you be okay with a situation like that? Would you ask questions like, are you really my friend, or did you just, or are you going to stop hanging around with me once you start dating my brother or my sister or whatever? Are you going to cast me to the side? Another question that you may ask in that type of situation is, do I want to be friends with somebody who wants to be the girlfriend or boyfriend to my brother or sister? It's not really a good look, because when things don't go right between those two, then they're going to be looking at me like, are you going to help out in this situation? Well, no, I didn't. I ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Y'all fucking. I ain't fucking. Yeah, but you introduced us. You made it so we could fuck. You made it so we would fall in love. Why don't we fall in love? Shout out to my girl A. Marie. Why don't we fall in love? Yeah. But would you be okay with a situation like that? Because people used to do it all the time. Yo, that's such and such sister. That's such and such brother. If you become friends with them, you in. Because they close, and they gonna put you on. Plus, if you go over the crib, they gonna be home. They gonna get a good look at you. Because you the friend, they might be like, well, what I mean? Give such and such a shot. Does she like you? He like you. Does your friendship with them become compromised in your view because they may just really be trying to get to your brother or your sister? Have you been in this situation? Have you actually placed yourself in this situation and did it yourself? Like, yeah, I gotta have a sister. 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 It can get worse because, okay, what if it was a guy for the ladies out there? What if it was a dude and you liked him, but he liked your sister or he liked your cousin? So he started to become friends with you, but he only wanted to become friends with you. You wanted to be his man. And he trying to become your sister's man or your cousin's man. You know how that shit used to happen all the time back in the day. All the time back in the day. Well, what's going on now? You was looking for a boyfriend. You got yourself just a friend boy. Or a friend who was a boy. But you might eat crow. You might, swallow that. You might eat that like, all right, well, we can still be friends. I'm going to put him on with my cousin. I'm going to put him on with my sister. If you knew about it or if you understood his motives, because he may have made his motives clear to you. Y'all may have already been friends and you may have secretly liked him. He ain't know. So when he stepped to you, you like, finally, he notices me. You're like, yo, what's up with your sister? It happens to men too. Shorty with, brown skin shorty with the Indian in her hair, the long wavy hair, the long wavy hair. She was cute as shit. Cutest chick in the whole class. She said she had Indian in her family. She dark, pretty. I don't know. Must have been one of them black Indians. I don't give a fuck. I know she pretty as shit. I'm really trying skis. I'm trying skis. But she like my brother. She like my cousin. Your brother cute. I ain't cute. I mean, you cute too. But I'm saying though, what's up with your brother? Well, just tell him I asked about him. You like. Now you hating. You straight hating. And you don't mean to be. She made you hate. When the object of your affection is trying to go through you on some old friend zone shit to get to somebody else that you really want out of the picture. You hating on your brother, and you and your brother ain't ain't in bad with each other. Y'all love each other. Y'all thick as thieves. But you gotta tell him, like, all right, yo, man, Shanice like you. Who's Shanice? You know, the girl in my class, man. She like you. She told me to, tell you that she like you. You want a number? I got a number for you. Well, what she look like? You know, the brown skin cutie. She like brown, dark skin, whatever. She got the long wavy hair. Oh shit. Oh yeah. Let me. What's you got a number? Let's call her. Matter of fact, you get on the phone upstairs. We gonna call her. Like, we gonna call her? Yeah, we gonna. And you see how now it really starts to get crazy. But I'ma use you to get to them. I'ma use you to get to them. Is it all right? Is it okay? Is it innocent on some level? Shirley Cheryl says, I had a person who befriended me to get to my son. It happens. Now the question is, she wanted to get to your son. Was she your son's age, or was she somebody around your age? Because people have done that kind of shit. Like, first of all, you too fucking old to be, like, what you asking to do is not acceptable. What you're asking to do is not acceptable. But if it's one of them young girls, that might not be acceptable to you too. Either. Because you're thinking, like, what's a young ass trying to hang out with me for? I don't hang out with youth. I teach the youth. I develop the youth. I look out for the youth. But I don't drink, smoke, hang out, fuck with the youth. Y'all too young to see me doing things that I ain't got no business doing. I'm not going to do things that I ain't got no business doing around you. You crazy? You ain't ready for that. I no friend to you. You no friend to me. No, not yet. You need more years than you. You need more years. You get more years, I become friends with you. But for now, you want to date my son? You date my son on your own. You introduce yourself to him. He nice. However, he don't like you, he put you in friend zone. But he might hit first. I'm just warning you. He might hit you, then put you in friend zone. You might not be ready for that. I didn't raise him to do that, but sometimes he do that. He like a daddy. You know what I'm saying? Do you understand? Do you underdig? Do you feel me? Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. That's my real bet. And make sure you share the show. It's going to be a little tough this morning from what I can see. All right. My brother Ansel Jones is in the house. What's going on, my brother Ansel Jones? And he says, if you have the reverse happen to you, it shouldn't be too hard to do that. That's one way of looking at it. But I picked out this situation as the first example because this is probably an example that each and every one of us has been through at some point, trying to be hooked up with somebody that we like. We may like them from afar. We trying to like them from a near. Right now, you from afar, but you can best believe I'm going to turn that afar into a near. Shirley Shore says, we were friends before she knew I had a son. So our friendship was real. She met my son. They started kicking it. Next thing you know, they getting married. I told them, don't ever put me in the middle. But did she actually go? Did she actually go through you to meet your son? Because you said that y'all were friends before she knew you had a son. But when she saw your son, I guess she was like, blink, 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 blink. That's your son? Blink, blink. Well, I'm good. Like, so, you can put me on with your little man. You might not have, I don't know. Like, I have never hooked nobody up with my sister, and I wouldn't. Not one of my friends. I'm like, I know what we do. Nah. You go find yourself with one of them other chicks out there. You ain't gonna find yourself with her. Let her get some other bum ass nigga. You know what I mean? So she can find herself and develop herself with. Not nobody. I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna be supportive and being all caught up in the middle of you finding out what life and love is all about. Nah. I mean, a lot of people do it. Well, I'm gonna hook you up with my sister. She would like somebody like you. I ain't doing it. And I don't allow people to do it to me either. Plenty of people be like, yo, I got somebody for you. I said, no, you got somebody for somebody else. I pick them. I mean, I get picked too plenty of times, but I got picked the way I wanted to be picked. I ain't gonna let you do it. Who is you? But yeah, it's one of those things, man. It is. It's one of those things. So I'm a use you to get to them. People do it all the time in the job market. Yo, you work at such and such, you work at such and such. Yo, they hiring over there. Can I use you as a reference? Can you get me a job? That's still using a person. It may not be using somebody in a bad way or an unacceptable way, but it's still using a person. Is it all right with you? People know you work at this place, that place. They know you can get a discount. They want to have a discount, but they want their own discount. They don't want you to have to get it for them. They want to be able to get it for themselves. So you put them on so they can get a job. You put in a good word for them so they can get a job. They use you to get to them, to get to their superiors. Let's say, to get to your superiors. Suppose you got somebody at a job and then they get a better job than you, or they get a higher rate of pay than you. You may say, oh, I ain't going to hate on that. Maybe if I would have asked for more, or if I performed better, I could have gotten it too. Some people might be like, this is some bullshit. I'm more qualified than that person is. They come in, they make more money than me, or they become my boss. It's not normally a good look when friends become their friends' bosses, especially if y'all only knew each other through work in the first place. So y'all used to be running around, stealing time with each other, covering for each other, clocking in for each other, doing all that kind of shit. And now one of y'all has to actually discipline the other for not doing the shit right that they supposed to be doing. Ansel Jones says people use other social media groups for traffic. Really? Well, I need to get put onto that. That's for sure. I'm gonna inbox you. TK Wright says chicks used to be all chummy with me just to get to one particular brother of mine. The thing about that is when they become, if your brother should entertain that, but things don't go right, are you held partially responsible for that? That's my thing. Let's get deeper. Let's take it back to when you was 15, 16, 17 years old. Let's say, for example, you introduce a couple to each other. Your cousin, your brother, your sister, whatever. Even if it's just a friend of yours. It starts out sweet, but then in the middle, it becomes a domestic violence situation. What's your role in it? You hooked them up. You didn't know one couldn't keep their hands to themselves. But guess what? You hooked them up. They went through you in order to get to that person. You fed into it. You hooked them up. Now, one person is getting their ass whooped. What's your accountability? This is honestly why I never got involved in this kind of shit. Okay, how about another example? We're gonna attach something to it. We still teenagers. Nah, I ain't gonna let y'all get in your 20s yet. We teenagers, 15, 16, 17. You introduce two people and they get together. You know, teenage love. A teenage love. Don't hurt me again. Don't hurt me again. The boy get the girl pregnant. They 15, 16 years old. You set them up with the place to fuck. You let them go right down your basement or your garage or, you know, your room when your mom wasn't home or some shit like that. Sure. You didn't penetrate or get penetrated. But you provided the space for it to happen. What you gonna say? I ain't tell them not to use no condom. Nonetheless. Nothing should matter. Not when love grows inside you. The choice is yours. There's a miracle in store. No, nothing should matter. Not when love grows inside you. The voice of love is crying out. Don't throw love away. There's a miracle in store. Do you play a role in it? Do you play a role in it? You provided them. You provided them with the space to fuck. Teenage fucking. And she got pregnant. What y'all gonna do? This is bigger than a pro-life, pro-choice situation. It's one of you. It's more than the fault of two people. It might be the fault of three people. Because you did get involved in this situation. All right, we get out of school early on Tuesday. Y'all can come to my crib. My mom don't get home. Y'all know my mom work late. You know my mom get, hold on. You know my mom work late. Y'all can fuck up until 8. Mom will get home late. Y'all can fuck until 8. Mom get home late. Y'all can fuck until 8. But y'all gotta be out by 8 or 9. Yo, for real, I'm not gonna be covering for y'all. Plus, I gotta clean the fuck up. I gotta eat and take care of my kids. Yo. Oh shit, I say my brothers and sisters. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But y'all good? Y'all good? Yo. Don't fuck in my mama's bed. Don't fuck in my mama's bed. Don't fuck in my mama's bed. All right, y'all fucked in my mama's bed, but we gonna have to change the sheets or something. All right. Hey, yeah, kids was trifling and shit in the 80s. You know what I mean? Y'all can act like y'all don't know. I ain't even gonna ask for y'all to co-sign it. It is what it is. All right, T. Carey Wright says, one of my uncle's friends started helping my parents out with repairs just to get close to me. One of my uncle's friends. Okay. At first, my uncle gave me the side eye, manhole warning, but then it went to why you hurt Junebug like that, yo? Junebug though. You know what? Junebug though. Well, it is what it is. You think it won't when it whiz. Shit is real. I'ma use you to get to them. I'ma use you to get to them. We got more examples. Like, let's see. Hold on. Let me read your comments first before I keep it moving. My aunts and uncles are close to in age to me, by the way. Okay. Charlene Curry. Charlene Curry. What's going on, Charlene? How you feeling, Charlene? It's good to see me some you. You think it's not when it do. It's always great to see you. That's my word. True. Robbie Robin Ming, my big sis. Robbie Robin Ming says my brothers wouldn't introduce me to none of their friends. I didn't want to meet them. Want to meet them anyway. If they were my brother's friends, I knew they was. I knew what they was about. Fair enough. Fair enough, ma. Fair enough. Fair enough. TK Wright says anyone involved bears responsibility. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Well, at least you took that stance. Because I'm going to be real with you. I would have been like, shit, I ain't tell y'all not to fuck. I use the hat. See, I never been involved in a teenage pregnancy. And I actually hadn't. Shit's the 80s. This the AIDS era anyway. You ain't got no business busting free nuts. But in the 80s, it was a lot of free nuts. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So yeah. You know? It could be your blame. But they went through you. They used you to get to them. And it may not have even been a secret. If you okay with it, then everything is okay. But you might not be okay with it. You might not be okay with it in all situations. Might not. Now, let's talk for a minute about the other situation. Well, one situation where, since we're talking about I'm going to use you to get to them, maybe the two of you are popular with some people, very unpopular with other people, or very unpopular with a particular group of people. So y'all become friends. Secretly, y'all become friends. And I'm saying, when I say secretly, I mean you're secretly becoming their friend. They're secretly becoming your friend in order to make that group, those people, those friends angry. Okay. Let's sweeten the pot a little bit. Since we like to talk about relationships a lot. Have you ever fucked around with somebody, messed around with somebody, dated somebody, talked to somebody, got close with somebody in order to make somebody else mad? It's a catty situation. It's a petty situation. But it happens. So you started messing around with this dude because you know that chick likes him. But you know that he don't really fuck with her like that. But he fucks with you, but you don't even really like him. You don't really like him, but you hate her. So you start fucking with him. So she be all mad. Ah ha ha ha. Nah 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 nah. Nah 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 nah. Yeah. So in that type of situation, you're using somebody else in a romantic situation in order to make somebody else jealous, to make somebody else mad, to make somebody else incensed, frustrated, pissed off. And it's working. But guess what? It's working to make somebody else mad, but you may come to the realization that making somebody else mad is not a good way to be. Especially when you don't like the person that you have to use as a vehicle to make them mad with. So in order to give off the appearance, I've seen it can get bad. It can get bad because you may not even really be fucking with that person. But when you see such and such, then you start treating that person nice, all up in their face. You might hug them, kiss them. And they like, you don't be showing no love. But all of a sudden, because they might not know what you're doing. You're being evil. You're being deceptive. You're being mean. You don't fuck with them like that. You may not give them no love, no time, no attention, no nothing until that other person comes around, and then all of a sudden you nuzzling up to them and all lovey-dovey with them, like, hey, yeah. All because you want to make somebody else mad. You want to make somebody else jealous. And let's say you do that to somebody else. The worst thing that can happen is when somebody does that to you. You really like this person. You really did them. You've been waiting on them. And they ain't really fucking with you. They don't care about you. They don't mess with you like that. You know? So how would you feel if somebody used you, got you all up in your feelings, got you all mad? You mad? You mad? Mm-hmm. So, you know, that's a tough situation, but it happens so often with people. It happens, son. It happens. It's real. It's real. So, but that's the situation. All right. Okay. Shirley Cheryl says, no, I couldn't do that because it would backfire on me. I get too emotional and would catch feelings for real. You saying that if you use somebody in order to make somebody else jealous, you think that you would get caught up in the person that you was using? I know with me, the opposite would happen. I'd be so pissed off, like, yo, making this person jealous is just not worth this shit. Because you may be trying to make them, it may not be a male that you're trying to make jealous. It may be a female. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe somebody that you felt did you wrong. That's why you're trying to get them back. Or that's who you're trying to get back. So you're using somebody in order to get their attention. Like, somebody want me. You thought nobody wanted me, but they did. You know what I mean? I'm going to use you to get to them. I'm going to use you not to get closer to them, but to piss them off, to fuck with them. People do it. Emily says, who told? Okay. I did that a lot to females, talk to or just hug the guy I knew they liked. They was bitches anyway, felt a certain way about me. It happens. But that shit, like Shirley Cheryl was saying, that shit can backfire on you because they may really like you. And you got to deal with the fact that you don't really like them and you're using them negatively. So you're as bad as the person who you was trying to come back. Get your skills up. At least you can make some money over there. And speaking of that, speaking of D-League and sports like that, have you ever gotten the feeling that some of these sports franchises have recruited or grab somebody out of free agency or just in order to make another team mad? I mean, we can't really prove it, but an example that comes to my mind was in 2014 when Chip Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly, the former coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. And he was a college coach for the Oregon something. Anyway, after we got rid of Andy Reid, we hired Chip Kelly. And Chip Kelly got rid of Deshaun Jackson, and then he got rid of LaShawn McCoy. Both of them were the top offensive players on the fucking team. He got rid of LaShawn McCoy after he got rid of Deshaun Jackson. And he got rid of Deshaun Jackson for nothing. He just waived him after he had his best season of the year. Right after that. So he also had no respect for the Eagles-Dallas rivalry. He didn't have any respect for that. And he showed that he didn't have any respect for that because he traded LaShawn McCoy and then picked up Dallas's running back. I don't even remember what his name was. But we was like, the fans was like, the fuck is this? We don't want to cheer for that boy. And we didn't need him. We had the best running back. And I guess Chip Kelly was like, well, y'all didn't have the best running back because this running back had the best stats. We was like, I don't give a fuck if he had the best stats. Ours had the best highlights consistently for the past like 4 or 5 years. LaShawn. Shady. We want Shady back. Well, Shady ain't coming back. So we're going to get this boy. We grabbed this boy from Dallas. And he didn't make sure that we beat Dallas. So Dallas, I think, had beat us twice that season. And we was like, yo. So I was asking a question about whether some of these sports franchises might do certain things in order, or may use certain players or recruit certain players in order to piss off other people. Like I said, I don't think Chip Kelly respected the Philly Dallas rivalry, the Eagles Cowboys rivalry. I don't think he had any respect for that. He didn't show any respect for that. He just didn't. And we wasn't feeling that. So he got fired, like a year or two after that. He was a disgrace. He was a horror film. Okay. TK Wright says, once this chick that I worked with said that she was surprised when I pulled my boyfriend because I'm average. Oh, word. I asked him to start coming to the job 2 times a week for lunch just to bother her. TK Rice. She was beautiful, banging body, but 2 years single. So, motivation. When you see somebody's motivation for what they do, it's like, so I'm going to use you to get to them. Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Oh, wait, hold up. And I forgot. I'm running around here. You know, I was so rattled in the beginning that I forgot to tell y'all. For any of y'all who don't know, that you can call into the show, and the number to call is area code 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said a 319-527-6199. Yes, y'all. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get on the line. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get your shine, baby. 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 319-527-6199, baby. Totally uncensored show. You can say it the way you feel it, the way you mean it. You want to cuss, you want to curse, you want to swear. You could do it right here. Express your passion in any form of fashion. 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 And we're talking about, I'm going to use you to get to them. I'm going to use you to get to them. So we're talking about when you actually are used, when somebody tries to get close to you, tries to be friends with you, tries to network with you in order to get close or to bother someone else. Have you done it? Would you do it? Have you had it done to you? Probably. It happens. Life happens. The thing is, does it give us what we were looking for? Is it a good look in the long run? Does it help us to achieve our goals, our ends? Do the ends justify the means? Are you able to have the motivation in order to get to somebody else through somebody else that doesn't really have anything to do with it? I can introduce you to fly people and fly places, baby. Stick with me, kid. Stick with me, kid. I'll show you things. It might be that way. Hey, but it might not be, you know? It might not be that way. Nonetheless, I honestly believe that in a situation like this, you have the opportunity, or you have the right to feel the way you want to feel. Maybe you feel like your friends should help you out and you should help your friends out, but your friends shouldn't become friends with each other strictly so that they could help each other out, or strictly so they could get to somebody else to be helped out. Well, I'm thinking that where you meet certain people probably plays in heavily into where y'all going to go with y'all relationship, or what's going to happen with it. What the motives may be for what y'all doing. Like, I'm funny. Anybody that I meet at work pretty much stays my work friend. Now, there's nothing wrong that I see with there's nothing wrong that I see with people networking with each other, or people knowing each other from work and really, really becoming great lifelong friends. There's nothing wrong with that. Just like work or school or any place. You never know where you're going to find love. You never know where you're going to find friendship or camaraderie. But if I meet you at work, I'm going to always remember the reason that I came to work. It's a little different from school because, you know, you can say I didn't come to school to make friends. I came to school to learn. It's not really going to fly. You're always going to have friends that you had from school because that social atmosphere is encouraged. At work, it's not encouraged. The teamwork atmosphere is encouraged, but not friendship. They know friends are going to do dirt on the job. The beauty I could not see. Cherry says, I try not to take work home. My personal business is my personal business. Ansel says, revenge is too much time. Evidently, people have time or make really, really good time for it. Damn. Look at this. Tekashi 69 hospitalized after overdosing on pills. Tekashi 69. Gee whiz. But yeah. At work, the teamwork aspect or the teamwork atmosphere is encouraged. But they know if y'all become friends, then y'all gonna do things that are counterproductive to productivity. So, but I don't think that there's anything wrong with making friends at work, because even in the upper echelon where people become colleagues, not just friends, business associates, partners, it happens on every level. But I don't think that there's anything wrong with being transparent about your motives, about what you are actually befriending somebody for, or even if it's just perceived or self-explanatory. Like, listen, we met each other at a seminar, real estate seminar, tax seminar, stocks and bonds. Like, we met each other trying to learn more about that. So you know what our interests are. So naturally, if I know that you have connections and you know that I have connections, we're going to try to work that out between ourselves. So it's understood. There's no reason for beef. But if I'm looking for a friend that I can talk to, a friend that I can depend on, a friend that will help me and be there without there being any monetary benefit, at work may not be the place for that. But then again, it might be. It ain't like everybody who comes to work is even concerned about their money. They normally want to make sure that other people aren't getting paid more fairly than they are. But a lot of people go to work and they be like, it is what it is. Middle of the road. They ain't never going to do too much this. They may not even do too much that. They're going to see average their way through work. See average their way through their career. Ansel says, every black person that spoke there on the team. But I'm going to use you in order to get to them. I'm going to use you to get to them. As y'all can see, there are a lot of different ways that this thing can play out. There are a lot of different ways that this thing can play out. Some of them may be acceptable to some of y'all. Maybe none of them are acceptable to some of y'all. Maybe one, whatever. I do think it's interesting that when we were talking earlier, when Taki said that if I played a part, basically acknowledging accountability if you hook two people up and something happens between those two. I think that's interesting. It is. It is. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. All right. This is what we're going to do. We're about to get on up out of here. Let's do these birthday shout outs and then let's get on up out of here. Okay. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious October 3rd, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They are number one out the box. My man Tim Duncan. Not that Tim Duncan. Not one half of the Twin Towers playing for the San Diego Spurs, but my man Tim Duncan turning 42 years old today. And also Katrina Stanley turning 46 years old today. And Venica Ross turning 43 years old today. And Cecilia Fala turning 27 years old today. And Jessica Vasquez, happy birthday to you. And Robin Robinson turning 50 years old today. I said a 1970 baby. Yeah, and with the blonde and the cripple the crazy. That's my word. Happy birthday to you, Robin. And Ed LeWitt, get at you. Ed LeWitt, get at you. Turning 34 years old today. And Nakia Perkins, happy birthday to you. And Natasha Dye, happy birthday to you. And my girl, brown skin Whitney Morgan turning 33 years old today. Brown skin Whitney. That's a Instagram name. And Pebbles Tyndall turning 40 years old today. Welcome to the 40. She all up in the 40. Welcome to the. She got a 40 in the hand and the 40 in the. Bow. Put your feet up. And it's going to be y'all right. Everything is going to be y'all right. 40 years old. And go get a Quanda Smith turning 50 years old today. I said 50 years old today. I said 1970 baby. Yeah, for the blind, the cripple, the crazy. That's my word. We kicked it off. We did that. And Ruby Blue turning 32 years old today. And my girl Susan M. Boyd turning 48 years old today. And last but not least, my older cuz, my love, Lois Vines. Happy birthday to you, Lois McIntyre Vines. Happy birthday. I want to say happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious October 3rd, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out. Rock on it. Do the damn to rock out. Rock on it. Do the damn rock out. Rock on it. Do the damn thing and do your thing. Y'all represent the queens and kings to do your thing. Y'all represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, hey, listen, check it out, dig me, yo, feel me. Hey, yo, man. People might use you to get to somebody else. And people might use you to get with somebody else. People might use you to get to you. But you have to decide in any relationship that you indulge in, that you engage in, that you participate in, that you agree to, that you sign up for. What is acceptable and what is unacceptable? What is good and what is not good? What is right and what's not right? What is something that I can stand and what are some of the things that I can't stand no more? That's where you'll find yourself, and that's where you'll find other people too, because y'all will both start to regulate each other's behavior and the way that y'all deal with each other. It's going to be all right, though. It's definitely going to be all right. I got to put y'all on to the Legacy of a Nation show later on, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Legacy of a Nation show, the Legacy of a Nation. The nation. Let me see. On the Legacy of a Nation show, Uh-oh. Whew. What should we expect if Mr. Trump has COVID-19? If? Well, it's funny because a lot of people don't really think that he has it, but he do. He got it. Now, I do believe that there's some orchestration going on, but we're going to talk about it tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Legacy of a Nation show, 319-527-6199. That's the number that you call if you want to get in on that show, if you want to hear what we're talking about, if you want to be all up on it. 319-527-6199, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come check it out. My daddy will be speaking, and I'll be right there. That's my real dad, too. So, yo, peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I'm going to tell y'all that I appreciate y'all coming through. Love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. And yo, Blog Talk, let me get you up out of here. And I'm going to holler back at y'all. I said, ah!
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
Peace, y'all. Love.